The DCEU has sure had a troubled past, but can they stick the landing for their newest film, Birds of Prey? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the next movie review. Today we're looking at Birds of Prey, which was directed by Cathy Yan. Now, the first thing that I'll say about this film is that it's very much marketed as a Birds of Prey movie, as the title suggests, but a lot of people will tell you that it's much more focused in on the specific character of Harley Quinn, and that is very much true. She doesn't really meet up with the other main characters until towards the end of the film, so I can understand why people criticize the title. I'll be honest here, I think after Suicide Squad I was a bit concerned about how this movie would turn out, and I have to say I'm very surprised by how much fun I had watching it. First off, the cast is phenomenal. Margot Robbie is once again fantastic as Harley Quinn. She was really good in Suicide Squad too, it's just that the rest of that movie kind of sucked. Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Jurnee Smollett-Bell also star as Huntress and Black Canary respectively. They were also fantastic. And let's talk about Ewan McGregor. He plays Black Mask, the mob boss kind of emperor of Gotham City and the foil to Harley Quinn. Now, say what you want about the fact that Black Mask might be a bit of a dull villain without much backstory or redeeming qualities, but McGregor's excellent performance instantly makes him a memorable character, and he adds a lot of charisma to the table. I also think Cathy Yan has crafted a gorgeous, dazzling film with loads of color, unique set designs, and very well choreographed action sequences, and some of them are just so fun and kick-ass, despite the fact that most of the main characters are kind of anti-heroes and kind of have ulterior motives for what they're doing. I'm not entirely sure why this movie was rated R. It does have some violent sequences for sure, but much of the brutality is off-screen and there's just not a lot of blood overall. Now let's talk about the tone and story of Birds of Prey. Now for me, it was a lot like what I wanted Suicide Squad to be. Despite the fact that there's a lot of people getting murdered left and right, the film does a great job of keeping things lighthearted and even playing off some deaths for jokes. Of course, these are mainly bad guys dying, so you're not really too invested in them overall. And what I really like about the story is that it embraces the quirkiness of Harley Quinn as a character and takes her on a really fun, exciting journey in the wake of her breakup with Joker. And being that she no longer has him to protect her, she now has like half of Gotham City after her trying to kill her, which makes for a very fast pace. I'm sure some people will go and see this movie and be like, it was okay, it just had a lot of action, not a whole lot of character or story or thought put into it, and I can understand that. I guess maybe I just have a flair for colorful movies like this with comic book characters in the action, with lots of color and popping visuals and good cinematography. But nothing about this film feels throwaway. It doesn't feel like it's for the sake of feminism, as some people will claim, or that, they just want to do it so that the DCEU could have an all-female film. No, I think this was definitely very well worth making, and it's a great tribute to Harley Quinn. Not so much the Birds of Prey. As I said before, they aren't as prevalent in the film as I expected. And that kind of leads me straight into the problems that I had with Birds of Prey, because there were a few. It spends the first half hour or so jumping back and forth in time, and while I'd certainly rather the movie show me what happened rather than, tell me through exposition in the characters, it feels a little bit sloppy the way it was executed. In the end, though, I am happy that they did something different, and it feels like it plays out slightly different than your average comic book movie. I also wish that we got to see a bit more of Black Canary and Huntress. They don't really have a whole lot to them as characters. They're kind of just there to be the sidekicks and to get in on the action. And while they're very cool and they kick a lot of ass on the screen, we just don't get to see them all that much. Especially not as much as I thought we would, given that the title of the movie is Birds of Prey. Actually, now that I think of it, Black Canary has one moment in the movie that feels totally out of place. She's the only real meta-human on the team with powers, and she uses them at one point in the film, and I'm like, why don't you just do that all the time? You'd be super OP, but she only uses it that one time. That's about all I have to say about Birds of Prey. For the most part, I liked everything else about it. It is certainly a step in the right direction for the DCEU, and I hope that they continue to find fun, new ways to tell their stories. I'm going to give Birds of Prey a B+. It's an excellent tribute to the character of Harley Quinn with lots of great, fun, well-choreographed action, even if it doesn't quite live up to the potential that it had with the other characters. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and don't forget to go down to the comments and let me know what you thought of Birds of Prey. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and I will see you in the next video.